Well, today we are in the tropical paradise of Key West. Can you feel it? Well, not Key West, Florida, not the one you're thinking about, but the Key West neighborhood here just outside Charlottesville, Virginia. And if you hang around throughout this video today, I'm going to show you 3 homes that are currently active on the market in this very classic, traditional neighborhood that has lot sizes that are in the acres for the most part. So you're not going to want to miss out on seeing these homes. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this neighborhood as well along the way. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name is Steph, and along with my wife Leslie, we are local real estate agents here in the Charlottesville area in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. And it's our honor to have helped so many folks who have called us, texted us, or emailed us to find a home or to sell their home. And we'd be honored to help you with that as well if that's the time that you're facing right now in your life. To contact us, all of our information is in the description below. Additionally, if you like our channel, if you like coming along and seeing a lot of the neighborhoods of the area, but a lot of the fun things and festivals and things like that as well, we'd love it as well if you click that subscribe button, touch that bell icon, so you don't miss a minute of Virginia Mountain Valley living. Now, as I said just a second ago, today we are in the Key West neighborhood, and it is literally just outside the northeast side of Charlottesville. Actually has a border on the Rivanna River and Dardentoe Park across the river in Charlottesville. Now, normally, at this point in the video, I would start by telling you a little bit about the neighborhood as far as some of the details, but if you're like me, you kind of thought, Key West, how did a neighborhood just outside of Charlottesville get the name Key West? I mean, did somebody come up from Florida or what? Well, no, not quite. So let's talk a little bit about the history here of this neighborhood. So this neighborhood, or this portion of this neighborhood here, was a portion of a larger piece of land that was had been granted to a man by the name of Martin Key in 1731 by King George II of England. So hence the western part of the neighborhood, or western part of the land, and Key West, or Martin Key, we have the name Key West. So, a little bit more about the neighborhood. There's actually a home here that dates all the way back to 1748. Well, at least part of the home does. It's known today as Old Ordinary. And when Old Ordinary started in 1748, it was basically a one-room log cabin structure. Now, over the years, throughout the 1800s, it changed into multiple different things, including a tavern, and of course, it was a social gathering place for a lot of people here in the area, and as well as a lot of soldiers during the Civil War. Now, fast forward, 1939. The structure has fallen into disarray. It's been built onto a few times, but it's fallen into disarray, and a man gets together and remodels it, takes it apart piece by piece, moves it to the area that it currently is here today, reassembles it with using some of the original structure, and then builds another beautiful home around it. So today, we basically have a home that is about almost 300 years old, or at least I should say the bones are at least 300 years old here in this neighborhood. And it really does. It showcases the charm and the craftsmanship of this era. It's got original flooring, beautifully preserved woodwork and wainscoting, and it's got classic fireplaces in it that have the original mantles from the original structure back from the 1800s. And like I say, it's yet another place here in Charlottesville that is filled with history. Now, it's a personal residence today, so you really can't you can't go in and visit it or anything, but like I say, just a really kind of a neat place here in this neighborhood. All right, so that's a little bit about the neighborhood, but I bet you came to see some of the homes in the neighborhood today as well. Well, the first one I'm going to talk about is right up here, so let me get on up there and we'll talk about our first home. All right, so the home that you see on my left-hand side here is currently active on the market. It's the first of 2 classical homes we're going to look at here in the neighborhood. It's listed for $730,000. It was built in that in 1968, when a lot of classic ranch-style homes were built. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, 3,037 square feet of finished living space. And 2,048 of that is above ground. If you break that down, it's $240 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.79 acre lot. Now, like I said, it's the first of two I'm going to show you that are just that classical 60s and 70s time frame, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in just a second when I tell you more about the neighborhood. But one of the nice things about this home, it's all brick. And when you go in, you've got that great entryway into the foyer with the formal living room off to one side. Now, the living room has one of 3 fireplaces in this home, and there's also a nice sized dining room in there. And then when you go to the kitchen area, there's a nice island in the middle, plenty of cabinets for your storage of your kitchen supplies. Additionally, there's a family room off the kitchen area that makes for some really nice space just to communicate back and forth while dinner's being made. And now once you go downstairs into the basement, there's a huge family room down there, and that is a walkout basement, by the way, and there's another fireplace in that family room. Also on that level is a really nice two-car garage. And oh, by the way, in this home as well, there's plenty of room for storage. Now, you'll find solar panels on the back of the home that's going to lead to some lower energy costs for you. And also on the back of the home, you're going to find a large wraparound deck that provides plenty of room for entertaining and enjoyment. The deck overlooks the backyard that extends to a pond where the new owner is no doubt going to enjoy probably some fishing time with a fishing rod in his hand down there. All right, so that's the first home here in the Key West neighborhood. Let's walk up the street here a little bit and we'll take a look at the second one. All right, now before I get up the road here and show you our second home, I'll tell you a little bit about the neighborhood, which I'd usually tell you at the beginning of the video, but as you're going to see throughout the video, one of the neat things about it is you have some homes that are set in nice open spaces, and like some of the homes that I'm walking by here right now. Additionally, you have homes that are more secluded in wooded areas where you really can't even you can't see your neighbor in many cases, and in a very private setting. As a matter of fact, the last home I'm going to show you today is one of those homes. Now, you know, there's the Ravenna River right here, so you've got access to kayaking and canoeing, walking trails, or hey, just walk on these nice roads through the neighborhood as well here. And there's one more there's one more asset here in the neighborhood. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you before I show you the third home, and well, it's just a really neat thing to have here in the neighborhood. Now, the neighborhood itself, last year, 8 homes sold from June 1st of 2024 to June 1st of 2025. They sold for a median price of $736,000. Now, home values in this neighborhood range anywhere from about $500,000 to about $1.2 million. Size of homes range as well. You've got anywhere from about 1,800 square foot on the low end up to about 5,000 square feet on the high end, and that's all finished square feet in these homes. Additionally, one of the really nice things, as you've seen probably already, is that the lot sizes here really, really nice. The smaller lots are about a half an acre, but then they range all the way up to about 5 acres. So if you're looking for a little bit of room and a nice neighborhood, it's one of those neighborhoods to find that. Classical neighborhood, classic homes built between about 1960 and 1993, although there's some homes that are, a few homes that have been built after that, all the way up to, matter of fact, the most recent one built in here is in 2022. And one of the neat things about it is there is no HOA fee. So you have your home and you take care of your home, and you don't have to pay for anybody else to do that. So now I'm gonna walk up the road here a little bit, and I'm gonna show you our next home. It's another classic. All right, so the home that you see just here on my left is another one of those classical style homes here. A nice little ranch home here in the neighborhood. It's currently active on the market. It's listed for $849,900. It was built in 1968. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 full baths. It has 3,770 square feet of finished living space. Half of that's upstairs and half of that's downstairs. If you break that down, it's $225 a square foot, and it sits on a 2-acre lot. Now, there's some really nice things about this home. I mean, starting from the outside here, you see these nice large yard here with some trees on it as well. And it also borders on one of the neighborhood ponds in the rear of it. Now, of course, with 2 acres, I mean, this home being on a corner lot, it's more than twice the acreage that we saw for the first home, so a lot more room here as well. Now, once you enter into the home, you're going to see a semi-open space. That includes a living room, kitchen, and dining room area. And these rooms really have a traditional look, but as you can see, they've been updated, and they maybe even have somewhat of a contemporary feel as well with that along with that traditional look. Excuse me. You're going to love those refinished original solid wood floors, and when you go downstairs, there's an additional room that could be made into a 6th bedroom, so that would give you 6 total in the house, with 3 of them upstairs and 2 or more of them downstairs, and that would make this home great for multi-generational families, especially since the upstairs and the downstairs has separate entrances and separate utilities. But as you're watching the pictures, you can see that there's been some significant updating. I mean, some of these updates include new windows, a 2-zone HVAC system, and new ductwork, upstairs water heater, new plumbing throughout the house, basement wall and ceiling insulation for warmth, and also sound deafening. And you've got new cabinets, new counters, new appliances, new bath fixtures, new light fixtures, and on the rear of the home, of course, you have a 12 by 40 deck overlooking the pond. And imagine the times that you could go out there and just enjoy maybe the frogs in the evening, or just nature being here around this home, although in a neighborhood on a 2-acre lot with lots of room for you and your family. Well, the first 2 houses that I showed you have been kind of more in the in an open area, easy to see. But as you can see, some of the homes here, like the one up the driveway down there through the cedar tree here, and if you look up the road there, you've got nothing but woods. And I mean, imagine that being your backyard down there. I mean, just imagine the deer and the all the animals that would be around your home, and just in the middle of, I mean, just right outside Charlottesville. But that's what this neighborhood is. It has the best of both worlds. If you're looking for something open, you've got homes like that here. If you're looking at something that's very private and secluded, you've got homes like that as well. Now, I told you that I'd tell you a little bit about another amenity here in this community. Now, this is a separate, it's not tied to the community, but it is in the community. It's open to the public, but it's a private membership place, and it's called the Key West Swim and Tennis Club. It's a 40-acre facility right here in this neighborhood, and they've got obviously tennis, and they've got a swimming pool there. They've got, of course, you can play pickleball. That's the thing of the day, right, is to play pickleball. And of course, there's a game room there as well for board games and things like that. There's a snack bar, and a lot of social events take place there, and a lot of fun for families and adults as well. So now there's also walking trails off of that, and there's actually a private beach down there behind that club where you can put your canoe or your kayak in. And you know, it really is just one of those really neat things to have in a neighborhood. If you're interested in that, you can look up their website and you can join that club here. And certainly if you live in this neighborhood, or if you move into this neighborhood, it'd be a really neat thing to do if you like swimming and tennis. So now, where's the neighborhood located? Well, it's not in the middle of the woods. We got woods in the neighborhood, like we say, but you're about, let's just say 10 minutes from almost everything. You're about 10 minutes from the downtown mall. You're about 10 minutes to Interstate 64. You're about 10 minutes to Martha Jefferson Hospital. You're about 10 minutes to Highway 29, and you're about 8 minutes to Pantops, the Pantops area, and then you're about 15 minutes if you are employed by the University of Virginia. It's about 15 minutes to get down to the rotunda down there. So let's go ahead. This seclusion is indicative of our next home. So let's move up the road here, and I will show you the privacy of the last home we're going to take a look at today. So for our last home, I told you it would be a place that was secluded up that lane and in on back even further than you can see there in the middle of the woods sits an absolutely incredible home with a lot of privacy. It's currently active on the market, listed for $1,885,000. It was built in 1990, has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, 3,111 above ground square feet of finished living space. If you break that down, it's $349 a square foot. And here's the thing, it sits on a 3.69 acre lot. So, I mean, with 3.7 acres on this home, as you're going to see here in a second, the indoor and the outdoor, it just kind of merges together for a real tranquil setting in this home. Now, as I mentioned, the home was built in 1990, so you're looking at a 25-year-old home that's in the middle of the neighborhood here, but you would never know that you're in the middle of a neighborhood. And so now, from the time that you walk in the front door of this home, you're going to enjoy every bit of that 3,111 finished square feet. Of course, all of that's above ground, and it actually makes this home today's most spacious home as far as the above ground living area is concerned. Now, there's a nice natural flow throughout the home, and those hardwood floors, aren't they gorgeous? And I mean, they're just immaculate. And as I said earlier, I mean, looking at the floors and the other pictures here as well, it's easy to see how well this home has been cared for and maintained. It's bright, and it's got nice vaulted ceilings and multiple rooms, and you have that really nice open feel. Now, as I said a moment ago about merging the indoor and outdoor spaces, well, behind the home, you're going to find an amazing space with a saltwater pool at its centerpiece. But first, let's start with that fantastic deck that wraps around the home and provides multiple areas for entertaining friends and family. The pool is beautiful, and one of the nicest things about the area is the outdoor shower and bathroom facilities attached behind the tiki bar near the pool. I mean, talk about a wonderful space for having a summer evening party. Imagine using the tiki bar and the pool and deck area to have that summer nice evening party. Furthermore, there's a couple of additional structures on the property that can be used as workshop space with potential storage. So trust me, if you're looking for a home that has some great outdoor space and is very, very private, the one up the road there, the road less traveled, would be a really nice home for you. Well, I figured for the end of the video, why not just come to the end of it all, the quiet end. What a neat little name for a home that sits very private and secluded in the woods back here. And that's what's so neat about this neighborhood. You've got lots that are open with not a whole lot of trees, but you got a lot of lots that are very secluded in the woods as well. You have homes that were built in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and so there's a lot of choices and a lot of options if you're looking for a home. Maybe you're moving to the area and you look for a little bit of land, but you want to be in a neighborhood. Well, most of the lots here, 1, 2, 3 acres. And so you've got a lot of choices and a lot of options in this neighborhood. And if that's you, if you're looking to move to the Charlottesville area and you're interested in the Key West neighborhood or any other neighborhood here in the area, Leslie and I would be honored to help. Just check out our information in the description below, and like so many other folks have done. And we just appreciate those folks so much, and we appreciate you as well. Appreciate you for watching our video. And if it's time for you to purchase a home, we'd be happy to help you as well. So, from here in this nice, quiet end here in the Key West neighborhood, until next time, I'll see you around town.